Welcome back, folks. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Code Great. So today is video number 2. This is part 2 of structure. Okay, we are going to discuss structure in part 2. We have discussed very much about structure, basics about structure in part 1. So if you have not seen that video, you can just go to our playlist section or videos section. Here you can see this is a part 1 in which we have understand the basics of solidity. Okay, so you can just see that video. Okay, I will provide the link in description of part 1. So we will start today part 2. In this part 2 we are going to discuss about how to use a dynamic array in Solidity, okay, or how to use a dynamic array using struct, so that you can add the value of any value to the struct that will be stored to a dynamic array. Okay, it seems very difficult to understand, but I will just give you one example. Okay, cool. I will just open my notepad to give you one example. Suppose you have values 1 as in your number, 2 as another number, 3 as another number, and then one string. Okay, these all values are stored in a struct or structure. Okay, now after structure you are going to in structure this value seems to be just like a rubber stamp. Okay, what does this rubber stamp means? Okay, it seems similar to class. Okay, now what that class means, we'll discuss about that later. Struct is somewhat which is similar to rubber stamp, similar rubber stamp, like you have a rubber stamp and we have to put that rubber stamp anywhere in the paper to paste the stamp over the paper. Okay, now the struct is just similar to rubber stamp. Now what does that paper is, where you are going to paste the stamp the whole rubber stamp. The paper is array or dynamic array. We are going to use a dynamic array as of now, but it can be array also. Okay, we are using dynamic array all of here. Now what does this dynamic array means? Dynamic array is an array in which you give the value at a the array whose value or length is given at a runtime is, I think, is known as dynamic array. I'll just increase the screen so that you can see it clearly. Okay, is known as dynamic array. Okay, whose value is given at a runtime. Okay, what does that runtime mean? At the compile time or at a runtime where the value is given automatically by the compiler. It is given automatically by the compiler or interpreter, no matter how programming language you are using. Okay, now we have to just store the value inside the struct to the dynamic array. Okay, store the value inside the struct, the value that is present inside the struct, we are going to store that value to dynamic array. Okay, that is what a concept we are going to clear in this video. Okay, now after, without wasting any time, we'll just get started. So this is part 1. You can just see part 1. So I have already opened my remix ID. You can just go and open it out. I'll just increase my font so that you can see it clearly, and we'll just write contract here to get started. Contract, and this is the structure part 2. Structure 2 will be given name here, structure 2. Cool. So this is how you can start the opening phrase of a contract. Okay, now similar to that video, we are going to declare a similar struct which is there in the part 1. So we'll just declare uint and favorite number. So in this video we are going to work on a live network or testnet network in which we are working since 2 videos. Okay, we are going to work on live testnet network, which is Rinkibi network. Okay, we are working on Rinkibi network. Okay, cool. This is how you can declare a struct. We have discussed about it in basics video. You can just go and check it out. After that struct, we are going to make one object for the struct. So in previous video we have made object just like this by writing people, and after people we will be writing it public, and after public will be given some name to it, and after that will be given value to that. Okay, just like this people, and here we are going to give the value for favorite number underscore this, like this. Okay, we are not going to give value similar to that because we are going to give value to the dynamic array of this struct. Okay, so to declare a dynamic array you can just declare this type of square brackets here and then public, and then we are going to give the name of a struct. This name is reference to that struct. Okay, this name will give the reference to the struct. Okay, cool. So now after doing this stuff, this is how you can declare a dynamic array using struct. dynamic array using struct. Cool. So this is how you can declare dynamic array using struct. Now to give a specific value to that dynamic array, we are going to use a function, one function which is known as add persons, and inside that parameter we are going to pass two variables, which is first variable is first variable must be string, so we are giving string, and memory. Now what does this memory keyword mean? We'll discuss about it later. As of now, we'll discuss about it in end of the video. Okay, then next will be event, and it will be underscore. Okay, cool. Favorite number. Its spelling mistakes are very much, so you can just ignore the spelling mistake. Yeah, cool. This is how the function, our function is created, and we'll give an access specifier here, and cool. So to add the value to any array in Solidity, there is a function which is a push function. Okay, now what is push function? What are the different functions which are used in Solidity in array? We will just make a separate video for that. Okay, now after doing that, we will be adding the value to the person object we have created here and pushing the value inside it, and here we are giving the value to the structure. So we'll write the name of a structure, and inside that parenthesis bracket we are going to pass our parameters. So the first parameter is favorite number, and the second parameter is name. Cool. This is how you can pass the value inside a dynamic array. This is a basic syntax of passing the value inside a dynamic array. Okay, to check it out, we can just deploy this smart contract. Okay, there seems some error in my Chrome based IDE. Okay, there is some error. So the contract is automatically compiled, but it is not showing all of here. Okay, there's some error here. Found version pragma and pass it. Okay, the version seems to be something kind of stuff here. Okay, version is right, I think. We have just copy pasted it. Version is right, I think. Yeah, the version is something. Just compile it once again. Okay, now it is working, I think so. Yeah, it is working now. There is some difficulties version. So to get started, we are just going to our Solidity docs, and we are going to copy this license identifier. So this license identifier is very much important to every Solidity smart contract. Now what does this license identifier means? This license identifier identify in which license of Solidity version you are working as of now, so that everybody can read your code by just logging to that version. Okay, it is GPL 3.0 version. Okay, SPDX license identifier GPL 3.0 version. Okay, so you can just use this license identifier to which identifies in which license you are working as of now in this Solidity smart contract. Most of the Solidity smart contract have this type of license identifier in top of it. Okay, cool. So we are just going to deploy this smart contract, and we are going to deploy it in not in this fake remix version. We are going to deploy it in a live network, which is testnet network. As of now, we have in live network we have 1.196 ETH, this kind of ethers. Okay, cool. So we are just going to deploy this smart contract. So for deploy after clicking on deploy button, the cool MetaMask notification is opened here. We can just check it out, the gas freeze and the time in which the transaction can be happened, and this is what the gas freeze is, 0.00935151 ringy by ethers, and these are all fake ethers. Okay, so I can just click confirm. These are not real ethers. Okay, now you can just see transaction in etherscan. The transaction is happening. Okay, it is pending still. Okay, it will take some amount of time. Okay, it will take around 15 to 20 seconds. Okay, cool. Transaction is successful. You can just see a success, one block confirmation. So we have taken one block, and you can just see more details here. It is the data that has been sent. Okay, it is out of our mind as of now. Cool, we'll see it later. This is gas price, and this is max priority gas price. This is gas limit which we are using. Now why does this remix ID, or why does this Ethereum network charges the gas price? Okay, so to change the state of a blockchain. Now what does this change of a state of a blockchain mean? We are changing the state of a blockchain by adding our smart contract into that state. Okay, so to change the state of a blockchain, each and every blockchain charges some of the fees for the computational computation charges. Okay, now your computer has its own computation speed, so gas price give the charge. Gas price is just a charge that you are going to pay for increasing your computational speed. Okay, cool. It is just a charge for your computational speed that your Ethereum network use. Okay, that's what I think it is. So we are just going to give here name, So I'll give name here, and it is very small to see, but you can just zoom out here and just see. So I'm giving my favorite number is 7, and if I add person, okay, it is added. Now you can okay, to add person we have to pay more charges here. Okay, we'll go and pay charge. Okay, we have enough ethers, so to pay charge. We'll get more fake ethers tomorrow. Okay, we'll see our track our transaction in Thinkifier transaction. It is still pending. Ether scan. It must take some time. Okay, it is successful. Oh, indexing, it will be reflected here. Now if we add person, okay, it is taking more charge. Okay, we'll not going to pay charges because we have successful completed transaction. Now if we check the index number 0 of our array, okay, you can see it. Favorite number is 7 and name is yes. Okay, we have in index number 0 of a dynamic array, there are two values which are stored, which is favorite number is 7 and name is yes. Okay, now we are going to run this smart contract in a fake network as of now, because I have to pay multiple time charges, so I'll just deploy it. Okay, it is now on a fake network. Okay, so you can add as many as a name you want. Okay, you can just yes 89 number, and you can add person, and if you check 0 index, okay, 89 and yes. I can work on a live network, but I have to pay many much gas fees for that, so we'll be working on a fake network. Now if I add the name of a Pratik here and give the favorite number, and we'll add person, and then we will check first index. Okay, it will be added to the next index of every charge. Okay, you can see favorite number is 7, name is Pratik. So one of our subscribers will add the name of Shubham, and we'll give a number. Shubham is one of our subscriber. We'll add person, and now if we check the second index 0, 1, 2, second index or third index of any our dynamic array, we'll check it. So 56 Shubham. Okay, cool. So I don't know the favorite number of Shubham. If he could give us favorite number in comment section. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. This is how you can use dynamic arrays in structure, or you can store a value of structure inside a dynamic array. Okay, this is our part 2 of the video. What does this memory keyword mean? This topic remains sidely. Okay, we'll just discuss about it. So there are two keywords which are used. The first keyword is memory, and another keyword is storage. Okay, you can use these two keyword here. Now what these two keyword mean? Okay, now the memory keyword generally means memory means after the compilation, after the deployation, you can delete this variable. Okay, you can the Solidity compiler automatically delete the variable, deletes the variable which is used. Okay, now this name variable get deletes after every successful deployation of section. We can see it there because it is reference of that variable, but the main variable get deleted as we close this all smart contract, and it will be automatically removed from the memory. Okay, this property is similar to kind of a garbage collection property which is used in multiple programming language. Now the second keyword, storage, does the opposite of that. Storage does the opposite of memory. It will not delete the variable, it will store the variable for future use. Okay, it will not delete the variable, it will not garbage collect the variable, it will store it for the future use. Okay, so that you can use that similar kind of variable in future. Okay, this is what a memory and storage keyword means, but this is a very small type of small definition of memory and storage keyword. There are huge definitions of memory and storage keyword, which we'll discuss in later video as of now. Okay, cool. So in this introduction video, in this part 2 video, we have discussed about how to use dynamic array and store the value in dynamic array using Solidity. Cool. That's it for today. You can just go to your YouTube channel, check out the part 1 of the video, and give more views. Thanks. Bye bye.